Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV proudly present KCU basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Clark Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River Cities Builders, Stork Pharmacy, Members Choice Credit Union, Grace Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, First National Bank of Grayson, and Kentucky Christian University.
Now let's go to the court for Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV. And a pleasant good afternoon from the Lusby Center on the campus of Kentucky Christian University. Ron Arnett Court as we bring you in a pair of contests this afternoon with Truett-McConnell. Hello, everyone. Welcome into Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here this evening. As we'll start first with the women's side of things as KCU 9-6, fresh off a win over CIU here Thursday night. They welcome in the Bears of Truett-McConnell, who come in with a 3-11 mark. Men will follow today at approximately around 4 o'clock is when it's scheduled to tip off. And should be a very intriguing battle with both sides. The men had a great opportunity to come away with a victory against CIU, fell late, 90-85 in that one. The women held on and picked up their 9th win of the season on Thursday behind a career high from Kylie Gillum. She dropped 14 points in the winning effort over CIU. Let's take our first break. We come back, we'll take a look at the matchup, look at our starting lineups, and get you ready for tip-off. It's Truett-McConnell and KCU, and our coverage on Countdown to Tip-Off continues after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy. For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Back here on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hits Sports Network, getting you ready for KCU and Truett-McConnell. 7th all-time meeting between the two teams. KCU has a record of 4-2. Last meeting was last year on February the 19th, a 76-63 victory by the visiting Bears. It was actually down in Cleveland, Georgia at the time. The first meeting happened back in 2020. KCU won the first 3, but they've fallen in the last 2 out of 3. The Knights come in with a victory over CIU, 70-65. They've won 3 of their last 4, including wins over Lourdes and Welch before Christmas. They fell to Bryan to start the 23 calendar year, 68-44. We got a nice home win here over CIU after losing down in Columbia back in December. In that contest, 74-60, they got the better of CIU on Thursday night, 70-65. Looking at the visitors on the scoreboard this afternoon, the Truett-McConnell Bears, they come in with a record of 3-11. They've fallen the last 2 times out to CIU on Tuesday. That was a 76-55 setback. And then the University of Mobile, Alabama, 50-44. They picked up a win over Carolina University back in December. That was their last win, and that win snapped a 4-game losing streak coming out of the month of November into December. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at the victory for the Knights over CIU on Thursday evening and get you ready for tip-off. A good one here on tap at a men and women's doubleheader. And we're happy to have you along with us here on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Back here at the Lusby Center, Ron Arnett Court. And counting down the tip-off. Just about 10 minutes to go before we get things rocking and rolling here at a men-women's doubleheader with Truett-McConnell in the house. The Bears out of Cleveland, Georgia. Exactly where is Cleveland, Georgia, you may ask? Well, you go to Atlanta and then turn and go northeast, about 81 miles. About an hour and a half, however you size it up. The closest town that's probably sticks out outside of Atlanta in between the Georgia-Tennessee border there will be Dawsonville. That's about 30 minutes north. But kind of angle yourself back toward the Carolinas and Tennessee there. That's where you'll find where the Bears make their home. Well, the Knights with a nice win over CIU last time out, 70-65. It was a crazy battle in which KCU gave up an 11-point lead they had it in the second quarter. They go to the locker room leading 37-28. They get outscored 22-14 in the third quarter, but they find some mojo down the stretch, outscoring CIU 19-15 in the final 10 minutes, and they win it by a score of 70-65 or 70-65, excuse me. In that contest, Jada Higgins led the way with 15 points. She grabbed 12 rebounds. Lakin Atkins was also in the double-double category with 11 and 10 respectively. Kylie Gillum off the bench, 14 points, a career high for her, the sophomore out of West Carter. And then rounding out the scoring in the starting lineup, Abby West and Reagan Atkins with 8 and 9. The Knights shot the ball well from the field, 42%. Struggled a little bit down from the three-point line, including going 0 for 5 from beyond the arc in the second quarter. They were 26.1% from long range. That was 6 of 23, but they hit 3 of 8 right out of the gate. And it was a really hot start from beyond the arc for Reagan Atkins. She hit 3, what we thought was 3, and then the other one was about an inch too close, and they turned around and ruled it a 2. But the Knights took care of the basketball. When they needed to down the stretch, got to the free throw line. They hit 71% of those free throws. 10 of 14 on the evening that in which they had to outshoot their opponents who got there 29 times in the game. But it was a good victory for the Knights to get them to 9-6 and, more importantly, above 500 in conference play. We'll take a break. When we return, we'll take a look at the visitors this afternoon, the Bears of Truett-McConnell, and their last time that they stepped on the court. That was against Columbia International on Tuesday. That's as we continue here in the pregame show on Countdown to Tip-Off on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Back here in Grayson and getting you ready for KCU and Truett-McConnell. The Bears, last time out on Tuesday, fell 76-55 to CIU down in Columbia. Elise Dobbs led the way with 17 points. Camilla Callahan kicked in 10. They struggled from the field, 29.5% on 18 of 61. They were 4 for 17 from long range, 23.5%, and 68% from the charity stripe, 15 of 22. They turned the basketball over 20 times to 15 assists. And the scoring production fell off tremendously along the starters. Of the 5 starters that took the court, 27 points came from Dobbs and Callahan. Tia Shelton kicked in 3. Destiny Lovejoy off the bench added 9. Jordan Webster had 6. Quan Holton tossed in 4, and then Asia Gant and Lula Lutich had 3 each. The big thing was they got blitzed in the first quarter and then got doubled up in the fourth and final stanza, 22-11, and just could not find enough down the stretch to come away with the victory. Taking a look at this team, Elise Dobbs leads the way with 14.9 points a contest. Rativa Floyd, 10.8. She is not on the roster today, so she will not be in action for this team. Camilla Callahan at 9.7, Quan Holton at 8.4, and then it drops off big time after that. On the glass, Dobbs was 7.8, Quan Holton at 6.3. This team averaging 33 a game, giving up 39. On the flip side of things, looking at KCU, rebounds per game, 35.7, giving up 34. Took care of the basketball on the glass, and hope to do so again here this evening and pick up a nice victory. 46 rebounds in the effort over CIU the other night. They gave up 14 offensive, but the CIU had one girl that was down in the paint, and she was an absolute warrior on the glass. She had 6 offensive rebounds in that ball game, but it was a heck of an effort by the Knights, and again, getting some scoring production from other places than just those on the starting 5, and that was big. The play from Kylie Gillum was huge, though. Samantha Wells jumped off the bench. She dropped in 4 points, had 4 rebounds in 11 minutes of action, but then had to leave due to an injury. She is not with the team today. We certainly send our best wishes to her for a speedy recovery. Jada Higgins got herself in some foul trouble. Ended up fouling out of the basketball game. She finished with 15 points and 12 rebounds. Abby West was very big. Lindsey Cassell jumped off the bench, and as well as did Taylor Isaac, and provided some big minutes when Higgins got in some foul trouble. But it was just an all-around effort of kind of sharing the wealth, if you will, and getting the basketball where it needed to go, and more importantly, getting it to a victory and getting above 500 in conference action. Looking ahead at the Knights' upcoming contest, they're on the road after today until January the 28th. Their next 4 contests all away from Grayson. They head to Bluefield next Wednesday. Then the following week, they go to Milligan on the 17th. St. Andrews on Saturday the 21st. Tennessee Wesleyan on January 25th. And then they get a pair of games back-to-back at home with Johnson, Tennessee, and Union on the 28th and 31st. Then it goes into the month of February, 6 games to close out the final month of the regular season, and it's away, home, away, home, away, home. Those home games, Brenew on February 7th, Bryan on February 11th, and then they'll close things out with a midday matinee on Saturday, February 18th against Columbia here at the Lusby Center. Again, the men will follow this one at approximately 4 o'clock is scheduled tip-off. And again, obviously it has to see how quickly this one plays through and everything. But the other night, I think we went about 25 minutes or so in between the contests before we switch things over to get things rolling. But both teams have concluded their warm-ups, and we're about ready to get things rolling. But before we do, we'll have the prayer from a member of the Knights staff and then our national anthem. So we'll step aside for a break. When we return, starting lineup and tip-off of KCU and Truett-McConnell as we continue our coverage here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
our national anthem here as we get you ready for tip-off between Truett-McConnell and at KCU. Let's meet our starting lineups. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard, the Truett-McConnell University Bears out of Cleveland, Georgia. We'll start in the backcourt with a 5'5 junior from Gainesville, Georgia, Tia Shelton. She's joined by a 5'5 junior out of Buford, Georgia, Sydney Smith. Running out the backcourt, 5'7 graduate out of Clearmont, Georgia, is Camilla Callahan. The front court, 5'8 sophomore from Canton, Georgia, Casey Williams. And in the middle, 5'10 junior from Covington, Georgia, is Elise Dobbs. Shelton, Smith, Williams, Dobbs, and Callahan. Head coach Teak Fields. Assistant coach Andrew Leviner. TMU will be decked out in the blue today, blue tops and bottoms with TMU across the chest. White numerals on the front and the back, and the TMU Bear logo on the shorts as well. And now we'll get the starting lineup for the KCU Knights. 9-6 on the regular season, winners last time out as they knocked off CIU 70-65. We'll start in the backcourt with a junior from Dry Ridge, Kentucky, 5'7", number 2, Abby West. She's joined in the backcourt by 5'7 junior out of Olive Hill, Kentucky, the pride of West Carter, and Reagan Atkins. And rounding out in the backcourt, 5'7 senior from Hindman, Kentucky, number 14, Jada Higgins. In the front court, a 5'8 senior from Winchester, Kentucky, number 22, Jasmine Flowers. And in the middle, a 5'10 senior from Wayne, West Virginia, is Lakin Atkins. West, Atkins, Higgins, and Flowers, the starting five for Lisa Kahn's KCU Knights. Assistant coach Dean Brand, Urlis Estrada, and Kirk Wells. Knights in the white jerseys today, white tops and bottoms, red pinstripes down the sides, Kentucky Christian in red across the front, outlined in black, and the red numerals on the front and the back as well. Our officials for this afternoon's game, James Garrison, Ken Cantron, and Madison Jones. KCU will work it from right to left as I view it here courtside at Ron Arnett Court. And in the middle, Callahan and Higgins to jump it up and put this basketball game underway. 4 quarters, 10 minutes each, 30-second shot clock, and we are ready for basketball here in Grayson. Mr. Cantron will step in, put this basketball in the air. Tipped over toward the near sideline, and Dobbs pulls it back in, and off we go. They'll race it ahead, back out to Smith. Smith pitches it off into the corner. Here's a catch-and-shoot three from Tia Shelton, and she nails the triple to start things off with a 3-0 lead. Abby West jogs it into the front court. Right side, stops there, gives it off now to Atkins. Atkins curls from the right to the left, all the way to the rack. Strong take there by Lakin Atkins. (3-2) our score. Here's Smith on the right wing in front of Atkins. Goes into the lane. Kicks it off now to Callahan. On the baseline, that's Dobbs backing herself in off the window. No good. Ball's tipped out near sideline. Reagan Atkins brings it front court. Now Higgins off to Flowers. Long range three on the way. No, front iron short. Casey Williams with a rebound. Smith, little stutter step, takes it off into Callahan on the left side, closest to the KCU bench. She'll get it back and circle it up. Leading 3-2 inside of 9 minutes to go here in the opening period. Here's Callahan. Goes to the right elbow, into the lane, throws up a shot partially blocked there by Atkins. Abby West with a rebound. Higgins on the left wing, gives it off to Abby West. Back to Higgins. Higgins a little stutter step out top of the key, crosses over, angles to the left elbow, puts up a shot. It's off the mark, no good. Smith with a rebound. She brings it front court, finds a seam, comes off to the back trail person there of Dobbs. Dobbs' shot is off as Atkins pulls out the rebound. 3-2 our score. There's Lakin Atkins down the left side. She misses her shot. Sydney Smith with a rebound, racing it ahead. Floater down the center of the lane, no good. Higgins picks it out of the air and races it the other direction. Euro step, kicks it out to Lakin Atkins. Spot up on the left side, baseline is good, and the Knights have the lead. Lakin Atkins with all 4 points here, the senior out of Wayne, West Virginia. Callahan, left of point, gives it off now to Dobbs, just outside the keyhole. 17-footer is good. Elise Dobbs puts in her first points of the evening. 5-4 our score. 7:27 to go here in the opening period. Abby West jogs it into the front court. Across the big KCU logo. Finds a seam to the right, goes left side with a bump, and she's fouled, and she will shoot a pair. Get the foul on Sydney Smith. Her first, team's first of the period. And Abby West to the line for 2. First free throw is up from the southpaw is good. West a 76.3% free throw shooter on the season. Evens the game at 5. This one to put the Knights back in front. Tickles the twine as it falls through. She hits both. And a 1-point lead for KCU with 7:16 to go here in the opening period. Smith front court for the Bears. Looks it off now to Callahan on the left wing. Around the horn it comes to the right side now. Wanting to go to Dobbs, they do so. Dobbs posts it up, looks at a double team. Dribbles out of the pressure, brings it back out to Smith. 15 on the shot clock. Now Shelton spins off the left elbow, finds Dobbs on the baseline right side, slips it through to her, and Dobbs puts it up off the window for her 4th point of the contest. And they're back in front by 1. Higgins in a hurry, turns, gives it out to Flowers. Flowers right wing, turns back out to Higgins. Higgins dribble drive on the baseline, puts it up, and a foul. Counted in 1, and a chance at a 3-point play for Jada Higgins. Look at the foul on Sydney Smith. That's her second, team second. 6:44 to play in the opening period, and Higgins to the line for the chance at a 3-point play. That one's up is good. 9-7, KCU's lead is now 2, the largest it's been thus far in the contest. Right side, Casey Williams, now to Smith. Smith out there with those 2 personal fouls. Skip pass to Callahan on the near sideline. And then a turnover on the backside. West takes it away. Higgins takes it back out to Flowers. Long range threes on the way. No, can't get it to stay in. Here's Smith, 6 minutes to play. Here in the first period. 9-7, Knights in front by a deuce. Here's a 3-ball on the way, no good by Williams. Higgins skies for the rebound, races it ahead. Stops outside the free throw line. No look pass out the back door to Lakin Atkins, and Atkins puts it up and in. 11-7 and a timeout requested. It's a 30-second timeout with 5:45 to play here in the opening period. Looking at some numbers. KCU 4 of 8 from the field. They've missed both of their 3-point attempts, out rebounding the Bears 5-4 right now. Kylie Gillum checking into the basketball game for her first action, as she'll replace Jasmine Flowers. Nice will jump out and show a little bit of pressure now in the backcourt as we go back underway. Smith still out there with those 2 personal fouls. Lobs it over top. Higgins nearly raked it away. It's tipped into the backcourt. Smith gets it and brings it front court. 5:30 to play here in the opening period. Near side, Shelton. Shelton off the right wing. Now to Dobbs in between the rings. Callahan left side next to the KCU bench. 9 on the shot clock. Williams gives it off to Dobbs on the free throw line. Goes back to Williams. Off the left side. 2 on the shot clock. Hook shot up, no good. Lakin Atkins with the rebound. Abby West races it ahead with a 4-point lead. Take it off toward Gillum. Nearly threw it out of bounds. Nice job there by her to corral it back in. Here's Higgins. Pumps. Out top of the key now. She'll reset it. Off to Flowers. Touch pass inside. Wide open there was Kylie Gillum, and she puts it up and off the window, and the lead is 6. Sophomore from West Carter High School coming off a career-high 14 points. Smith takes it past the defense, curls it to the right side. Shelton wants a 3 from the wing. It's no good. Higgins pulls down the rebound on the block. Ahead, Gillum. Gillum left wing, gives it off to Atkins. Nice spin in the lane, puts up a shot partially blocked. As Williams gets it, then they feed it out to Callahan. Callahan can't finish at the bucket. Kylie Gillum with a rebound. Abby West brings it ahead. 4:20 to go here in the period. Leading 13-7 are the Knights. Flowers left side, now at the West. Step back 3 on the way, no. Gillum fighting for the rebound on the back door. Can't get it, and they'll get a tie-up on the baseline. Possession arrow favors KCU. Lakin Atkins and Higgins go off. Taylor Isaac comes on, and Cassie Bajents. West to trigger in. Takes it off to Isaacs in the left corner. 3's on the way, no. Rebound pulled out by Faith Lovejoy. She goes coast to coast and is fouled on the other end. They'll get the foul on Kylie Gillum. That's her first, team's first of the game. So Lovejoy will step to the line and shoot 2. First free throw is up, no good. .357 to go. Second free throw. Rattles in and out, no good. Dobbs with an offensive stick-back attempt. Can't get it to stay down. Badgett's with the rebound. Here's Isaac, gives it back to Flowers. Flowers puts it on the deck, brings it off to West. Left side 3 on the way, no. And then a foul from behind on Gillum. Team foul number 2. Asia Grant checking in for Tia Shelton. (13-7) our score here in the first quarter. Dobbs between the rings, gives it off now to Lovejoy. Lovejoy comes from the left to the right elbow, stops there, fans it back out in front of Reagan Atkins. 12 on the shot clock. Dobbs has it. Now off to Callahan. Callahan works off a screen there. 10 on the shot clock. Dobbs pulls a long-range jumper up. No good. Taylor Isaac fights for the rebound. Here's Isaac off the right side. Long-range jumper. No. Long rebound out to Lovejoy. And then Lovejoy loses the handle on the peel for a moment. It'll finally trickle out of bounds, and it's back to the Knights. Across the 3-minute mark we go with the Knights leading by 6. Here's West, turns, gives it back out to Flowers. Nearly had it taken away. Entry pass into Bajents. And a hook shot that'll go home. Bajents' first points of the ball game. 8-point lead for the Knights, their largest. Here's Lovejoy looking for Dobbs on the post. She'll bring it back out to the near side to Asia Grant. Now off to Callahan, left side. 2:30 to play in the first period. Dobbs 15 on the shot clock, 1 foot outside the keyhole. Curling from the left to the right, now off to Lovejoy. 10 on the shot clock. Goes to the left, curls back into the lane, lost the handle on the peel. Abby West with the steal. West racing ahead, takes it off the right side. It's poked out from behind, And it'll stay with KCU on the baseline. And we're getting wholesale subs on both sides. Higgins, Lakin Atkins, and Lindsey Cassell on. Jasmine Flowers comes off. Abby West out, and Cassie Bajent's off. Here's Higgins, gives it off to Atkins. Long two near side was short. Sydney Smith back in the basketball game with those 2 personal fouls. Here's a hook shot on the right block by Destiny Lovejoy. The first points for the visiting Bears in quite some time. Here's Higgins, gets to the rack, finger roll good. Strong take there by Jada Higgins. Her 5th point of the ball game pushes the lead back to 8. Here's Smith, brings it off to the near side. That's off to Wilder. Smith takes the pass underneath and then has it turned over. Atkins with another steal. Isaac down to Cassell. Cassell to the right corner. Finds a seam down the center of the lane. Floater is up, is good by Lindsey Cassell. 10-point lead for the Knights. 19-9 as we approach 60 seconds to play here in the first. Smith kicks it off into the corner. Asia Grant, 3-ball stiff. Backside rebound pulled out by Dobbs. Smith crosses over, comes down the center of the lane, loses the handle on the basketball. Cassell picks it up. Knights with a chance to add to this 10-point lead. They'll shake and bake with Reagan Atkins, steps through, and she's fouled off the left side. Third foul against TMU. We'll get it on Destiny Lovejoy. That's her first, team's third. And Reagan Atkins to the line, shooting 2. First one is up, is good. 20-9. As Atkins puts in her first points of the night. Second one's on the way, is good as well. 21-9, Knights with a good start here. Sydney Smith, front court. Takes it off now to Grant. Grant from the left. Out to Wilder. Lutic with the basketball. Left free throw line extended. And then a tie-up and a alternating possession arrow there, as reaching in and forcing the tie-up was Elizabeth Hardwick. So 26 seconds with 13 on the shot clock for the visiting Bears. Here's Grant from the right corner. Long threes and air ball on the backside. And it's out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bears. 6 seconds on the shot clock. 19.7 on the game clock. Smith the trigger in. She'll kick it all the way out top of the key to Lutic. 4 on the shot clock. Back to Smith. Smith, floater in the lane is up. No good, and it's an offensive foul, and that's her third. Sydney Smith just picks up an offensive charging foul for her third of the ball game. Team foul number 4. Now check that. They've changed a foul because they had 2 on her a moment ago. They've changed it back now to where she only has 2. So we'll have to check in just a second. Now we've got a clock issue. So 11.8 seconds they have on the clock. Here's Higgins into the front court. Cassell left wing. 8 seconds on the clock. Here's Hardwick. Long range threes on the way. High arcing shot won't stay home. Ball tipped around and a whistle and a foul underneath with 0.3 seconds on the offensive rebound there by Lakin Atkins. So the foul's on Lovejoy. That's her second, team's 5th. And Lakin Atkins to the line for 2. First one is up, is good. 22-9. No time essentially left on the clock whatsoever. And that'll take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Knights lead at 23-9 after one period. Quarter number 2 when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts, and salads. A tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenham, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
23-9, our score after one period of play. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here on the Cool Hit Sports Network and on Cool TV. Let's get the court reset for you as well. See if they come out with the same that they had to end the period. And it's going to be West, Higgins, Atkins, Gillum, and Flowers. Here's Gillum. Left of point. Three's on the way. She thought she had it. It won't stay home. Higgins with a rebound. Goes from the left to the right. Puts it back up and in. 25-9. Here's Wilder. Off the left side, shot won't stay home. And then a tie up underneath. Here's Smith, right wing. Dribble drive, kicks it out now. And a nice take off the right side by Casey Williams. 25-11. Here's Atkins, spins to the left side, spins into the lane, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by Dobbs. Sydney Smith with a basketball out top of the key. Starting 5 on the floor right now. Here's Callahan. A little floater from 10 is good. And a timeout requested by Lisa Kahn and the Knights. 25-13 is our score. Happy to have you along with us here. Whether you tuned in from Grayson or all the way down in Cleveland, Georgia. Men coming up at approximately 4 o'clock today. Our crew this afternoon, Austin Ray taking care of camera on the floor up top, and our executive producers, Felicia Collier. They'll flip positions for the men's action, as both the men and women will be on the road for quite some time after today, and then back home toward the end of the month, and then alternating games in February to close out the regular season. West, Atkins, Higgins, Gillum. There's Gillum going down the right side, puts up a shot, a strong take there. Beautiful find to get it from Higgins to Gillum as she puts home her 4th. There's Smith in the front court. Dobbs, right of point, just outside the keyhole. And then a foul away from the basketball. As they'll get that one on Jada Higgins away from the ball. It's her first, team's first. Casey Williams goes off. Destiny Lovejoy returns. Smith trying to get it in. Does so to Callahan. Callahan forcing herself in off the right side and draws the contact and the foul. That was on Abby West. That's her first, team second. And Camilla Callahan to the line for two. First one is up, it's off the mark badly, no good. Second one in and out. Doesn't stay home. Lakin Atkins another rebound, her fourth of the contest. Higgins front court, feeds it off to Gillum in the right corner. Gillum starts to attack. Now Kearns brings it back out to Flowers. It goes over top of her head out to Abby West. She pulls it through. Floater off the left side is no good, but she's fouled, and she's shooting two. Nice take there by Abby West as she found the hole. And that one on Sydney Smith. This time, that one for sure is her third. So Abby West to the free throw line for two. The Knights 7 of 7 from that mark. Make it 8 of 8. It's a 28-13 lead. One more. Southpaw pushes this one up. 9 of 9 as that one goes through. So Smith will have to take a seat. Faith Lovejoy comes back on. Shelton gives it off to Dobbs. Now Callahan left side. 20 on the shot clock. Here's Destiny Lovejoy. Gives it off to Faith Lovejoy. Baseline runner is partially blocked, but they got her on the way up, and she'll shoot two. That one's on Jasmine Flowers, I believe. And is team's third foul. Free throw up by Faith Lovejoy is no good. .7:38 to play here in the first half. Second free throw on the way. Off the mark as well. Lakin Atkins tips her fifth rebound back to herself. Higgins starts to attack off the right side. Nice spin move in the lane. From 8 too stiff though. Tia Shelton with the rebound, races it ahead, turns, gives it off to Dobbs. Dobbs between the rings as she walked, and she knew she did. She tried to slam on the brakes and couldn't get it to stop. So KCU basketball on the far sideline as the 8th turnover by the Bears here in the opening period. Abby West walks it into the front court, leading 29-13. Here's Gillum between the rings. Man-to-man pressure. Skip pass off to West. West on the right side now. Wanted to go underneath to Atkins. She'll attack, bring it out to Atkins. Atkins goes into the lane, cut off there by Dobbs, and throws up a prayer and is going to pick up a foul against Dobbs, as that's her first. And Lakin Atkins will go to the line and shoot two. We'll get some subs on for KCU as Flowers will come off, as will Gillum. Hardwick and Reagan Atkins returns. Atkins hits the first, one more, 30-13. 7:04 to play in the half. Left that one short. Falls off to Destiny Lovejoy, pulls out the rebound. Faith Lovejoy in front court. Inside of 7 minutes to go in the half. Works on the right side, tied up there, has the ball poked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bears as Reagan Atkins got the tip away and nearly forced a turnover. So right here to my right, inbound comes in on a bounce pass to Faith Lovejoy. Gives it out there to Tia Shelton. Now Callahan around the horn to the left of point. High post right side down to Dobbs. Callahan, left wing, 5 on the shot clock. Gets into the keyhole, steps back at long 2, in and out, no good. And then Higgins is going to be calling for a turnover as she couldn't get it going the direction she wanted to go before getting the basketball down. Shelton comes off. Jordan Wilder back in. Stay tuned with me at the break. We'll check all the scoring and stats from this one. Preview the men's game coming up at approximately 4 o'clock today against this same TMU group. Here's Callahan. Brings it off to Lovejoy. Off the right elbow. Spins in the lane. Cut off there by Atkins. Reverses back out now to Wilder. And then Destiny Lovejoy with the travel. Here's Flowers back in. As she'll get Jada Higgins. 6:02 to play before halftime. 30-13 is our score. Abby West front court as we go across the 6-minute mark. Starts to attack, cut off there by Wilder. Now skip pass to Wilder. Here's Hardwick, pumps out of the right corner. Flowers. Flowers a long-range threes on the way off the mark left side, no good. Doms with a tie-up and a double team. KCU 0 for 7 from long range thus far. Here's Faith Lovejoy off the left side, goes up and a reach-in foul. As they'll get that one on Hardwick. It's her first, team's 4th. And Faith Lovejoy to the free throw line for 2. Truett-McConnell has yet to hit a free throw. That's their first. 30-14. 5:36 to go in the opening half. One more. That one's good as well. So 30-15. Quickly front court. Here's Atkins in the left corner. Dribbles out. Finds a seam to the rack and is fouled on the way up. Nice little stutter step there in the paint outside the restricted area. Drew the contact and will get to the line. So we get it on Wilder. That's her first, team's 3rd. And Atkins to the line for 2. First one is in, 31-15. Second one on the way, rattles home. 32-15. Atkins with 4. Lakin Atkins leads the way with 9.6 rebounds. She's flirting with a double-double here in the first half. Here's Callahan. Dribbles it out to the right side, tries to go to Lovejoy and throws it out of bounds. 10th turnover of the half. We've still got 5:16 to play in the first period. Here's West, front court. Brings it off near side. Reagan Atkins there on the wing. Gets a screen from Hardwick. Tied up, back to West. West goes dribble drive baseline, left side, skip pass. Now back to West. Spot up 3, left side, yes! Downtown Tripletown, Reagan Atkins makes it splash home. She has 7, it's 35-15, the lead's 20. Here's Callahan, left wing, Dobbs in between the rings on Atkins. Wilder, 15 on the shot clock, puts it on the deck, crosses over right side, working on Hardwick, puts up a shot, lifted short. Rebound comes out to Lakin Atkins. She'll try to race it ahead. Corrals it down. KCU has numbers. Nice find there by Hardwick out to Flowers, and she's hammered, and she's shooting 2. Foul is on. Let's see, we'll get a shooter is going to be Flowers. We'll get the foul against Casey Williams. And a 30-second timeout requested. So Williams picks up her 2nd foul. Team foul number 4. (35-15). It's been all KCU from the word go in this one. So Jordan Flowers will step to the line and shoot a pair. The Knights 12 of 13 from the charity stripe. Free throw is up. High arcing shot is good. Flowers averaging 7.2 points a game. Senior from Winchester. Eisen fires and gets the friendly roll. 37-15. Faith Lovejoy in the front court. Brings it off to the right side. Now Callahan left of point. Hands it off there to Williams. Williams goes to the left elbow. Step back top of the key. Feeds it off high post left side to Dobbs. 14 on the shot clock. Now to Lovejoy. Lovejoy starts to attack. 17-foot long shot is off the mark. Hardwick with a rebound. KCU leading 37-15. Brings it front court. Tries to go underneath. Ball's lost and a turnover by the Knights. Here's Lovejoy. Goes right at Casey Badgett. And it'll be bonus the rest of the way as KCU just picked up their 5th foul of the period. So get the foul on Badgett. It's her first team's 5th. And Lovejoy will shoot 2. In and out, no good. Second free throw goes home, 37-16. Lindsey Cassell brings it front court. Goes off the right side, feeds it to Flowers, but Dobbs steps in and knocks it away. Faith Lovejoy tries to feed it ahead, and a nice job there by Lindsey Cassell to get back and knock it away. 3:32 on a rested clock, 25 seconds on the shot clock for the visiting Bears. Faith Lovejoy to trigger in. Looking for Callahan. She trips as she cuts across the lane. Ball rolls out of bounds and is a turnover going back to the Knights. Turnover number 11 in the basketball game. Callahan pleading her case to the official, James Garrison. Not happy with the way things are playing out here thus far. Here's Cassell, gives it off there to Higgins on a double team. Higgins clearing it out. Goes to the right side, floater off the near side, no good. Bajents with the rebound, turns, puts it up, no good. And then a whistle and a foul underneath, and it's going the other way as they'll get that one on Higgins. So that's her second. And to the other end, we go to Jordan Wilder for 2. Truett-McConnell, 3 of 10. Higgins will take a seat as Abby West returns. Free throw is good for Wilder. Trims the lead to 20, 37-17, 3:17 to play in the opening half. Second free throw is good as well. Here's Cassell, near sideline. Goes off the left elbow to the right elbow now. Hardwick, a long 3. Off the bank is good. The bank's open on a Saturday afternoon. 40-18. Here's Lovejoy. Turns, brings it back out into the corner. Callahan working on West. Now back out to Lovejoy. 15 on the shot clock. Dobbs, right free throw line extended. Callahan angles left, down the center of the lane. Floater up, no good. Bajents fighting for the rebound. It's tipped all the way around. Here's Flower, brings it back out to West. Cassell wants the 3. She's got it. Lindsey Cassell dials it up from downtown Tripletown, 43-18. 2:17 to play in the opening half. Here's Wilder. Dobbs in between the rings. Callahan left side now. Williams. Dobbs high post right. Bajents working on her. Casey Williams comes to the right elbow. Steps through. Bajents blocks it away. Ball will stay with Truett-McConnell. And Bajits will step off. Savannah Parker will come on. Freshman out of Mount Sterling, 6'1". Lovejoy trying to come in to Williams. Lobs it back out on the wing. Rushing it down there was Wilder. Here's Dobbs, a 19-footer off the mark, left side, no good. Rebound, Jordan Flowers. Flowers takes it all the way to the rack, off the window, good. Jordan Flowers, her 4th point of the contest, 45-18. 90 seconds to play here in the opening period. Callahan left of point now, out on the wing. Abby West comes out, applies the pressure on her. 15 on the shot clock, and she'll lob it off to Dobbs. Dobbs just outside the keyhole, gives the handoff there to Faith Lovejoy. Lovejoy tries to cross it over, goes back out to Dobbs. Straightaway threes on the way, yes! Elise Dobbs reigns from downtown Tripletown. Her 7th point of the night, 45-21. Here's Hardwick, 12-footer on the baseline, in and out, no good. Had a good look, couldn't get it to stay home. Williams with a rebound. She'll bring it front court inside of a minute to play here in the first half. Dobbs off to Callahan, 17 on the shot clock. Williams comes and gets it. Comes to the right side, now off to Lovejoy from the right corner. Threes on the way, no. Rebound comes right into the hands of Savannah Parker in the paint. Here's Hardwick, feeds it off to Parker. Parker spins in the lane, turns, puts up a shot, partially blocked. It's raked out of bounds. It'll stay with KCU. Abby West coming off. Here comes Taylor Isaac on. Rebecca Altalano, excuse me. Altalano gives it in to Parker. Parker off to Isaac, left wing, 3 on the way. Right side, no good. Dobbs has the rebound. Shot clock is off, 16 seconds to play in the opening half. 45-21, KCU leads is 24. Here's Callahan, held it there, gives it off to Dobbs. 6 seconds on the shot clock, or game clock, and a nice little runner off the right side there by Callahan. And that'll take us to halftime. KCU leads this one by a score of 45-23. Halftime show when we return after this on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
47-23 Knights in the locker room. It's going to be 45-23 Knights in the locker room. leading this one as we welcome you back here to the Lusby Center and Ron Arnett Court. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here. Knights shooting very well from the field here in the first half of play as they're 41.2% on 14 of 34. Struggled a little bit from beyond the arc. They've gotten good looks, just not been able to get them to go down. 3 for 11. I had them. They've official stats have them 3 for 12. We'll go with them, I guess. Extremely efficient from the free throw line. 14 of 15. 93.3%. I'm sure Dr. Lisa Kahn would take that any day of the week with a giant smile on her face for this team that comes in averaging under 68% from the charity stripe. So a good start for the Knights. They have really spread around the wealth. Lakin Atkins leads the way, 9 points and 7 rebounds. No player with double-digit scoring thus far, but the Knights have pretty much had a bunch of stat stuffers. The most important thing, though, they've turned this basketball over only 4 times. They forced 11 turnovers from the visiting Bears. 45-23 our score at the half. We'll step aside for a break. We'll take a look at some individual numbers when we return and get you ready for the second half here in Grayson as we continue our coverage here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
Make your everyday purchases faster, simpler, and more convenient with First National Bank's new contactless debit card, featuring a fresh new design and the ability to add your card to your phone's mobile wallet. Your debit card has never been more secure. Simply look for the contactless symbol at checkout, tap your contactless card, or hold your phone over the terminal and your payment is processed in seconds without your card number ever being exposed. Tap, pay, go. It's that easy with First National Bank. First National Bank in Canonsburg, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Does your gas station or convenience store need a facelift? If so, call River City Builders at 473-4112 for your remedy. Big or small projects, River City's Builders is a company for all your needs. We have extensive experience in the petroleum industry, from routine gas dispenser and canopy maintenance to above-ground, underground tank and piping work to full-blown remodels and new builds. Call River City Builders at 473-4112 for all your petroleum needs. We'll cover your back and keep your customers pumping gas.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
45-23 our score at the half. Let's take a look at some numbers. We'll start first with the visiting Bears. 8 of 27 from the field. That's 29.6%. 2 for 8 for long range, 25%. 5 of 12 from the charity stripe, 41.7%. 21 rebounds in the ballgame. They've turned over 11 times. Leading the way, Elise Dobbs has 7.6 rebounds. No other player is above 4. Camilla Callahan has 4 points in the game. For the Knights, 41.2% from the field. That's 14 of 34. 14 of 15 from the charity stripe, though. 93.3%. 25% on 3 of 12 from the three-point line. 22 rebounds, 4 in the offensive glass. They've coughed it up only 4 times, but they've got 8 assists on their 14 made baskets. Lakin Atkins leads the way, 9 points, 7 rebounds. Reagan Atkins and Jada Higgins each with 7. Lindsey Cassell jumping off the bench. She's got 5. Kylie Gillum has tossed in 4. 45-23 our score at the half. We'll take a break. We return. We'll get you ready for the second half of action here at the Lusby Center on the Co-Ed Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around. In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
Return. Refresh. Refuel.
Happy holidays from Clark's Pump and Shop. Stop in this winter weather season and warm up with one of our coffees, hot chocolates, or lattes. Custom made just the way you like it. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel. For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
45-23, KCU leading TMU, the Bears out of Cleveland, Georgia. If you're a Kentucky fan, you may want to turn off your viewing pleasure for just a moment. It is a massacre down in Alabama. 72-43. It's almost, if in high school, it'd almost be a running clock. The Cats getting absolutely destroyed with 3:07 to go in the ball game. The number 7 ranked Crimson Tide hammering the Cats. Watching Twitter and everybody losing their mind on Twitter, the Kentucky fans talking about Kentucky's a 13 seed. Kentucky's going to be lucky to get in the field at the rate they're going. They are terrible. Best players money can buy. Maybe not. It shows what happens when you put a lot of players together that have the skill set, but that doesn't always transpire into being able to play as a team. Other teams in action on the top 25 side of things. Number 16, Duke, on the ropes at Boston College. 63-62, they lead Boston College with 45 seconds to go in that ball game. Illinois is currently leading number 14 at Wisconsin at 47-38, midway through the second half on that one. Number 25, Iowa State's in front of number 17, TCU, 32-28. Final already, number 20, Missouri over. Let's see who they played here. Vanderbilt, 85-82. Number 4, Connecticut knocks off Creighton, 69-60. Number 6, Texas hangs on for a 10-point win over Oklahoma State. Other games in top 25 today. Number 8, Tennessee's in Columbia against the Gamecocks of South Carolina. That game at 3:30 today. Number 18, Xavier is at Villanova. Number 23, College of Charleston plays host to Delaware at 5. Number 11, Virginia in ACC action against Syracuse. Number 5, Arizona against Washington State. Number 19, Baylor brings in Kansas State tonight at 6. Number 3, Kansas is in Morgantown against West Virginia at 6 this evening. And rounding out things on top 25 action, number 13, Arkansas is at number 22, Auburn. And tonight at 9:30, UNLV at number 21, New Mexico. We'll take our final 2-minute break. When we return, second half of action here with the Knights in front, 45-23. Our coverage continues after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Need some extra money for home improvements or other purchases? How about a home equity line of credit with absolutely no closing costs? We have some exciting news from our loan department at First National Bank. Right now, open a home equity line of credit at First National and we will pay all the fees at closing. Hurry into one of our 8 locations to take advantage of this great offer. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Are you having trouble keeping your parking lot lit? Is customer safety one of your top priorities? If so, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We have bucket truck and boom crane truck services. We have extensive experience in exterior lighting and parking lot lighting maintenance. No need to ever be in the dark again. Remember, call River Cities Builders at 473-4112 for all your lighting needs. We will light your path to success.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
Getting ready for the second half of action here with KCU and TMU. Truett-McConnell out of Cleveland, Georgia. Men will follow here this afternoon, approximately 4 p.m. We'll be on the air. We'll have a second stream that we will reinitiate, so if you're following along with us down in Georgia, we'll finish out this stream, then we'll start the new stream for the second game, in which we'll pick up the action there. With the game, I'll be on the call for that one as well. Our crew this afternoon, Felicia Collier and Austin Reed, doing a fabulous job as always. And we're happy to have you along with us here on this Saturday afternoon here in the heart of Parks, Grayson, Kentucky. KCU will start with their starting 5, as will the visiting Bears. Second half is underway. Here's Atkins going the other way with an offensive foul right out of the gate as Lakin Atkins turned face the basket, and it is whistled for the charge, her first, team's first of the second half. So Sydney Smith on the floor with those 3 personal fouls after picking that third one up late in the second quarter. She's got it left wing now, working it from right to left as I view it here are the Bears. Callahan brings it out top of the key, left side now to Dobbs. 1 foot outside the keyhole. Callahan left wing, comes into the keyhole, stops there, looks it off right side. Shelton, spot up threes on the way, too stiff, no good. Long rebound pulled out there by Flowers. Higgins, sizing it up. Dribble drive on their left side, loses the handle on the peel, turns around, puts up the shot on the window, and good. Nice job there by Jada Higgins to gather it back in after losing it and puts in her 9th point of the contest. That matches Lakin Atkins' 9 for game high. There's Callahan, feeds it off now to Williams between the rings. Williams puts it on the deck, bounce pass, high post right side to Dobbs. Back to Williams, left wing. Works off a screen there from Dobbs. Stops right, comes back left, feeds it into Dobbs. Dobbs outside the restricted space with a big hook shot. Nice box out there by Higgins. Higgins races it ahead, pitches off to Flowers. Flowers right side, back to Atkins. Spun up threes on the way, too stiff, no good. Lakin Atkins with the rebound and a foul. We'll get the foul on Elise Dobbs. That's her second, team's first. Higgins' shot doesn't go home. And then on the other end, Callahan with a little floater in front of the rim. 47-25, Higgins front court, closest to her bench. Brings it left side. Lakin Atkins dribble drive, puts up a floater outside the restricted space and gets it to roll over the iron for her 11th point. My apologies, forgot to turn the scoreboard on. That might help. Here's Dobbs, hounded there by Lakin Atkins. They'll give it back to Dobbs. Dobbs on the right side, backs herself in, puts up a shot, no good. No whistle comes. Atkins with a rebound. She'll race it ahead. Stop on the right wing, slows things down. Looks it off now to Atkins. Lazy pass is turned over. Still in the backcourt. Long pass now to Williams. Williams' left side is good. 49-27. TMU coming out with a little fire from the second half. Here's West. Wants a screen. She'll pull the trigger. Threes in and out, no good. Had a great look there. Wouldn't stay in. Sydney Smith with a rebound. She'll race it ahead. Here's Callahan. Dribble drive on the baseline. Draws the contact and one. And a chance at a three-point play. And Higgins just picked up her third. Team's second of the period. Here comes Kylie Gillum back in the ball game. And Higgins will take a seat. So the lead's down to 20. And Callahan had a chance at a three-point play. 8 points in the ball game for her. Free throw is up is good. So gives her 9. And the lead is only 19. There's Lakin Atkins. Backs herself in. Off the window, no. Fighting for the rebound. Dobbs will come away with it. Nice box out by her. Underneath, here's Callahan. Drops it off to Williams. Williams right side. Got it. Casey Williams with a quick 6. And a timeout requested by KCU. A 30-second timeout with 6:59 to play here in the third. Truett-McConnell out to a 9-4 mark here in the third period. Good look there at the visiting Bears huddle. Teak Fields, the head coach, going through some things with his players. Down by 17 now, trying to call themselves back into this one. So both teams now with 3 timeouts remaining the rest of the way. Abby West in the backcourt. West, Atkins, Flowers, and Gillum. 5 on the floor. There's Atkins, gives it back to West in between the rings. Now right side to Lakin Atkins. Gillum in between the rings. To Flowers. He'll skip it off to Lakin Atkins. She'll pull a long-range jumper. It's off the mark, no good. Long rebound tipped, and it'll stay with KCU. Great hustle play there by the Knights. West takes the inbound back near midcourt. Brings it back out to Reagan Atkins. Now Flowers. West left wing. 13 on the shot clock. Skip pass to Flowers. Here's Atkins. 3 from the corner. Yes. Lakin Atkins makes it rain from downtown Tripletown. 52-32. That leads back to 20. Sydney Smith hands it off there to Camille Callahan. Man-to-man pressure being applied by the Knights as we approach 6 minutes. Bounce pass left. High post there to Dobbs. Dobbs turns, faces, gives it off now Williams comes left to right, stops in the keyhole. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Shelton comes right elbow, stops in the lane, slips through, goes off the window, no good. But she's fouled. They'll say that Gillum got her on the way up. That's her third. Team foul number 3. And Tia Shelton to the line for 2. Shelton, first shot, no good. One more for the junior out of Gainesville. That one's on the up and good. She'll take a seat, and returning is Jordan Wilder. 52-33. 5:45 to play here in the third, and then an errant pass from West out top of the key and throws it out of bounds. Trying to come to Reagan Atkins near side, and they couldn't make the hook up. Sydney Smith, front court. Works off the right side. Callahan a dribble drive. Brings it back out to Dobbs. Dobbs on the wing. Back to Callahan. 18 on the shot clock. Works off a screen there from Dobbs. Goes right elbow. Gives it underneath. And a little give and go to Dobbs. And Dobbs finishes for her 9th point. 52-35. And then an entry pass down low from Reagan Atkins is poked out of bounds. Here's Sydney Cassell coming back on. And she's going to get Kylie Gillum. 5:15 to go in the third. Bears trying to make things interesting. Here's West. Left side. Off to Cassell next to her bench. Dribbles out of the pressure. Atkins a floater from the elbow. No good. Dobbs pulls out. Rebound number 6. Smith, front court. Stops on the right wing. Backs it back out. Inside of 5 to go in the third. Here's Callahan. Gets a screen from Dobbs. Down the center of the lane. Lost the handle on the peel there, but Dobbs gets it back and puts it up and is fouled. That was on Lakin Atkins. That's her second. Team's 4th. Dobbs going to the free throw line for 2. Sydney Smith out. Faith Lovejoy back in. Dobbs' first free throw is up, is good. Leads down to 16. Hits them both. 52-37. Don't look now, but a little tightrope walking by the Knights here. Here's a cross-court pass to Cassell to the left side. She'll bring it back out to Atkins. Spot up 3 from the right wing. No good. Too stiff. Back door is Dobbs with the rebound. Then a loose ball on the deck. Cassell and Dobbs fighting for it. And the alternating possession arrow favors the visiting Bears with 4:24 to go here in the third. KCU's going to come up and apply some pressure now. Lovejoy takes it in the backcourt. Brings it off now to Wilder. Ahead Callahan. Callahan lost the handle on the peel. It's loose. Fighting for it. Diving underneath there is Flowers and Atkins, and they'll get the alternating possession arrow back on the turnover across midcourt. 12th turnover of the basketball game for the Bears. Here's West. Comes near side. Lakin Atkins goes to the left elbow with a dribble drive. Shot is up, no good. Callahan picks it out in front of the restricted space. Slows things down only 15 now. This was a 45-23 lead by the Knights in the locker room. Callahan lobs it in Dobbs. Dobbs backs her way in, and no, she walked that time. Took too many steps. So nice job there by Lakin Atkins, just staying straight up to force the turnover. 13th of the contest for the Bears. Abby West jogs up front court. Entry pass into Flowers. Flowers looks at the double team and an offensive foul on Jordan Flowers. That's her second. That's the team's fifth. Player control foul. Will have no free throws on that shot, but the Bears will shoot free throws the rest of the way in the third. Here's Faith Lovejoy, pitches ahead to Dobbs. She wants a three. It's on the way. It's good. Elise Dobbs burns the nets from downtown Tripletown, and a timeout requested by KCU, a 30-second timeout with 3:24 to go here in the third. And the lead's down to 12. So a 22-point halftime lead has all but evaporated. A 17-7 third quarter by the visiting Bears thus far, and they've got the lead down to 12. Gillum back into the ball game. And she'll replace Reagan Atkins. Abby West brings it off to Gillum. Gillum looks at a double team. Dribbles out. Skip pass off to Flowers. Left wing threes on the way. No. KCU 4 of 17 from beyond the arc. And then here's a turnover on the backside. Gillum poked it away. Atkins has it. She'll race it ahead off the left side. Feeds it off to Gillum. Gillum fans it out on the right side. Turns, faces the basket. 10-footer from there. Good. Kylie Gillum drops in her 6th point. A nice answer there for the Knights to push the lead back to 14. Now a little pressure defense in the backcourt, and Kylie Gillum a little late transitioning over, just picked up her 4th. And we're going to shoot 2 on the other end. Here comes Hardwick. She's going to return and replace Gillum. Dobbs going off as Destiny Lovejoy will return. And Casey Williams will step to the charity stripe and shoot 2. Williams 0 for 1 on the afternoon, but hits the first. 54-41, 2:44 to go here in the third. Second free throw is up, no good. Lakin Atkins fights for the rebound. It's her 9th of the ball game. She's a rebound away from a double-double. Here's Cassell. Hounded up there by Wilder and loses it out of bounds. Here comes Higgins back into the ball game. And she'll replace Cassell. Lovejoy takes the pass in the backcourt. Feeds it ahead off now to Callahan. Now off Wilder back out top of the key to Lovejoy. 2:24 to go here in the third. Callahan, left wing. High post there to Destiny Lovejoy. She gets hemmed up on the baseline, and it's tipped out of bounds off of the hands of Lakin Atkins. So it'll stay with TMU underneath their own bucket with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Destiny Lovejoy to trigger in. Lobs it back out top of the key. Wilder gets it, brings it off now to Lovejoy on the left wing. 7 on the shot clock. Abby West applying heavy pressure. Works off the right side. Euro step from the right. Elbow is good. Destiny Lovejoy gets the runner. Higgins in transition. Hardwick out of the left corner, closest to her bench. Here's a 3 by Atkins from the wing is good. Lakin Atkins drills the triple. 57-43. Atkins leading the way with 17 points. Couple of subs coming on now for TMU. Make it 3, actually. Smith, Williams, and Dobbs all returning. Here's Shelton. Has it stolen away in the backcourt. Abby West loses it for a moment, corrals it back in. Flowers steps through, puts it on the right side, won't go home, but she's going to the line to shoot two. Fouls on Casey Williams. It's her third. Team foul number 2. And Jasmine Flowers to the line shooting a pair. First one is up, is good. One more for the senior out of Winchester. Pushes that one up and is good as well. 59-43. Leads back to 16. KCU showing a little 1-2 press now. And then they throw it away in the backcourt as it's stolen away by Hardwick. Hardwick drops it off, gets it off to Higgins. Higgins with a nice pivot move. Couldn't get it to stay home, though. Smith with a rebound, feeds it out to Callahan. It's blocked from behind. Atkins with the block of the rebound. Then Flowers has it raked out of her hands on the far side, and a whistle and a foul. That's on Wilder. That's her second, team's third. West brings it off to Flowers. There's Lakin Atkins, stops left elbow. Back to West. Now Higgins. Higgins a little stutter step off the left wing and down to the baseline. She puts in her 11th point. 61-43. KCU trying to turn up the pressure in the backcourt now. Smith's going to have to hustle to get it across. Does so just in time inside of 45 seconds to play in the third. Smith setting up the offense with 15 to go on the shot clock. Feeds it off left, gets it back. High post now. Williams into Dobbs. Dobbs from the restricted area. Shot up no good. Gets a rebound. Turns, puts that one up, won't fall. Long rebound tipped and tipped out of bounds. So it will stay with the Bears with 26 seconds to go in the third and 16 on the shot clock. Camille Callahan to trigger in just below her bench. Does so to Dobbs. Dobbs back out to Smith. About 10 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And then a three ball from Callahan from the wing. Gives her her 12th point. 11 seconds to play in the third. KCU with a chance to go for the final shot of the period. Higgins sizing it up. Comes to the right elbow. Stops there. Brings it out on a ball raked out of bounds. And that's the end of the third. 61-46 our score. Fourth period when we return after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
With loan rates at or near historical lows, now is the time to talk to one of the experienced loan officers at First National Bank. We can help you with that new car or home you've been wanting. Let us work with you to reach the payment level you're comfortable with. You can now access our loan application online at fnbgrayson.com or give us a call today at 606-928-0000 and we can make your loan happen. First National Bank in Cannonsburg, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Good look there of Coach Kahn in the huddle, getting ready for the fourth period of play here at the Lusby Center, Ron Arnett Court. James Carr, happy to have you along with us here for tonight's basketball. First of the twin bill here with men and women's action. Men will follow here approximately 4 p.m. 61-46 is our score favoring the Knights, but a 23-16 third period by the visiting Bears have them right back into this one. They trailed by 22 at the half. So the visiting Bears will have it. Casey Williams will trigger in right below me. She does so into the backcourt of Sydney Smith, and off we go. Nice showing a little 2-3 zone now. Here's Callahan on the wing, right side. Feeds it high post Wilder. Lobs it backside to Dobbs. Dobbs has it blocked away, and a whistle and a foul. That one's on Higgins. That's her fourth. Team's first of the fourth period. And Dobbs will shoot two. Rattles the first one home. 61-47. Dobbs with 15. Second one won't stay home. Hardwick with the rebound. Here's Isaac, spins in the lane, loses the basketball. Dobbs on the fast break, kicks it off to Callahan. Callahan right side, left it short. Fights, gets her own rebound, puts it up, and she's fouled. Fouls on Reagan Atkins. That's her first, team second. So Callahan will go to the line and shoot a pair. First one is up, is good. 61-48, leads down to 13 with 9:31 to go in the ball game. Second one doesn't go home. Badgets can't hang on to the rebound. Smith pulls it out and a chance to trim it to 10. Here's Williams. Takes it off to Smith. Step back three from the corner, good. Sydney Smith cuts it to 10. As we approach 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Isaac hemmed up on the near sideline. Goes to Bagents. Bagents off the window, good. Nice post up by Bagents underneath. She picks up her fourth point of the contest. 63-51. Williams looks at left side to Smith. KCU back in a man-to-man. Callahan, in front of Hardwick, gets a screen from Dobbs. Into the Kehoe, brings it off to Dobbs. Three from the wing, off the mark, no good. Reagan Atkins with the long rebound. Higgins off the left wing, slows things down. Cross-court pass to Isaac. Three off the wing, yes! Taylor Isaacs from downtown Tripletown. A 6-0 spurt from the Knights, and the lead's back to 15. Callahan. Williams now off to Wilder. Wilder puts it on the deck, feeds it into Dobbs. Dobbs just outside the paint, goes to the elbow, out to Williams. Or check it out to Smith, now gets it back. 10 on the shot clock as she faces the basket. Pulls the trigger, in and out, no good. Ball tipped back into her, and she tips it right back up and in. Great job following the shot. And she was standing in the perfect spot to bring that one back in. 4 subs for the Knights, standing at the scores table to check in. 1 for the Bears. Cross-court pass to Isaac. Bagents with a post up on Dobbs. Looks at a double team. Backs herself in and draws the foul. They'll get it on Callahan. That's her first, team's first. KCU will clear the floor with the exception of Bagents. Gillum returns. Flowers, Atkins, and West. And Bagents pushes the first one up. Is good. One more. One more for the sophomore out of Albany, Louisiana. She gets them both. She'll sit. And Lakin Atkins comes back on. That's a couple of big points right there by her. (68-53). Callahan on the wing, right side. Feeds it in now to Williams. Williams working on Flowers. Goes with a reverse scoop shot. Nice box out there by Lakin Atkins. Ball nearly raked out of bounds. Atkins keeps it in play. Jogs it into the right side, steps through, feeds it off to West. West, step back on the right baseline, good. Abby West, a strong take there for her 6-point. Leads back to 17, a big answer here by the Knights. Smith goes off to Shelton now. Callahan curling from the left side, hands it off to Smith in the right corner. Smith angles toward the right elbow, fans it back out, giving herself a little bit of space. Out to Lovejoy, lost the handle on the peel, back to Smith, 9 on the shot clock. Smith puts it on the deck, jab stop into Williams. Williams working on Flowers off the window, no good, but she's fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Flowers picks up her third, team's third. First one is on the way from Casey Williams, is no good. 12 of 24 are the Bears today. Second free throw gets its mark home. Williams will step off, and a timeout requested. It's a full timeout. We're back in 60 seconds on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
When you have business away from home or a planned event far from your comfort zone, you're probably going to need a little help. Let A&A Porta Potties assist you with all your portable toilet needs. Whether on a construction site, planning for an outdoor wedding, or any other outdoor event, A&A Porta Potties are here to assist you. A&A Porta Potties also rents out storage containers, office containers, cooling fans, tables, and chairs. A&A Porta Potties, there is no event too big or too small for us to accommodate you.
70-54, 6:28 to go in regulation. KCU leading this one. Trying to pick up 10th win on the season are the Knights, and would move them to 7-6. Excuse me, 7-5 in conference play. They got above 500 with the win on Thursday night over CIU. So KCU basketball out of the timeout. Abby West to trigger in. Gets it off to Reagan Atkins, gets it back. Starts to attack, gets hemmed up, pitches it ahead off the far sideline. It's nearly stolen away. Jordan Wilder steps in front of it. Could not keep it in bounds, just had to turn it, hand it off to Madison Jones. Here's Kylie Gillum. Takes it, gives it up. Gillum out there with those 4 personal fouls. Got to be careful with her. Here's Flowers, turns. Cross-court pass to West. Now to Lakin Atkins, feeds it off to Gillum. Gillum in the paint, off the window, too strong. Lakin Atkins gets the rebound and a fresh 20 for the Knights. West trying to work some clock. 12 on the shot clock. Here's Flowers. Gillum from the corner, long range 2, front iron, no. Ball tipped around. Flowers gets the rebound, puts it back up, and she's fouled. And she'll shoot a pair. That was on Destiny Lovejoy. That's her third. Team's second. Here comes Dobbs back on. Tia Shelton is still on as Destiny Lovejoy steps off. Flowers to the line for 2. First one goes home. 71-54. She has 7 in the contest. Second, nothing but Twine. KCU will jump out in a little bit of press. Sydney Smith brings it front court. 5:45 to play in the contest. Take it off to Callahan on that right wing. Trying to get it into Dobbs underneath. Shelton, straightaway 3, good. Tia Shelton for her 7th point. Tickles the twine from downtown. 72-57. West off to Gillum. Gillum left wing. Thought about pulling the trigger. Now Atkins in between the rings. She'll step back and pull the three for an answer. 20 points for Lakin Atkins. 75-57. She's got a double-double this afternoon. Back-to-back games for her with a double-double. Here's Smith off to Callahan. Wants to go to Dobbs underneath. They'll lob it down to her, and Atkins takes it away from her. And then a whistle and a foul on Dobbs underneath. That's her third. What a game from Lakin Atkins. She has been a beast underneath. Shelton steps out. Back in is Jordan Wilder. And also Dobbs coming off. Destiny Lovejoy and Faith Lovejoy all returning. Try to go with a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. Reagan Atkins starts right, comes back left. Now back right, splits the defense, has the ball raked away and a turnover out near midcourt. Smith going right at Abby West, steps through, reverse shot, up good. And a chance at a three-point play. Look at the foul on West. That's her second, team's fourth. So Sydney Smith for a chance at a three-point play. Free throw doesn't go home. Another rebound by Lakin Atkins. That's number 13 unofficially. And then a foul on the far side right in front of the bench. Well, no, excuse me. Yeah, they did get a foul on Faith Lovejoy. So that's the team's fourth. And then a whistle and a tie up in front of the bench again. That's on Lovejoy, and that's her second. That's bonus now. So we'll come to the other end now. We're going to shoot a lot of free throws this last 4:30 to go. Abby West will shoot 2. West on the season, 76.3% free throw shooter. First one is up, is good. KCU today, 21 of 22 from the free throw line. That is phenomenal. Second free throw, nothing but net. 77-59. The Knights threatening to push this back to a 20-point lead. Here's Smith, front court. Takes it off right side to Wilder. She'll come to the right elbow. Reverse, drive right at Kylie Gillum, and Gillum just picked up her 5th. Nope, they'll get it on Lakin Atkins, excuse me. So that's her 3rd. And double bonus the rest of the way on both sides. Jordan Wilder bends the knees, flips the wrist, and forces the first one up as good. 77-60, Wilder with her 3rd point of the contest. One more for Wilder. That was nothing but net. So 77-61. Nearly a takeaway on the inbound pass. Flowers gets it away to Gillum. Gillum in the backcourt, tied up, feeds it ahead to West, and then a whistle in the backcourt. As they'll get that one on Destiny Lovejoy. That's her 4th. And Kylie Gillum will go to the line and shoot 2. Gillum, a 72.7% free throw shooter. Here comes Dobbs back in. Also Williams, as Wilder and both Destiny and Faith Lovejoy will step off. First free throw is up, is good. Tia Shelton also returning. 78-61. 7 points for the sophomore. Make it 8. Cool, calm, and collected. She pushes both through. Good back-to-back games for Gillum. And then a whistle and a foul up top of the key as Lakin Atkins just picked up her 4th. Over and under how many free throws we shoot this final 4 minutes. More or less than the points that Kentucky scored today. That's not very many. Might want to change that one a little bit. First free throw for Dobbs is up, is no good. Dobbs hits the second. And we're going to do a lot of substitutions down the stretch. 72-61. It's going to be 79-62. I get those backward. Trying to go with that faster guard alignment in the backcourt. Cross-court pass coming to Atkins. There's Gillum backdoor, puts it from the left to the right, draws the contact, and one! And a chance at a three-point play for Kylie Gillum, who finishes with her 10th point. Beautiful find from the near side, and Gillum puts it up with no problem whatsoever. So Gillum will shoot the and one opportunity to push this lead back to 20. Eisen fires, nothing but net. 11 points for the sophomore. She's 3 away from tying her career high of 14 that she had last time out in the win over CIU. Here's Lovejoy, feeds it into Dobbs. Dobbs spins from the right to the left. Missed that one badly. Nice rebound there by Lakin Atkins. Her numbers continues to go up. Here's Flowers, right wing. Working on Callahan. Spins on the baseline. Turns, goes the other way. Down to Gillum. Gillum thought about pulling the trigger. Brings it out now to Atkins. Here's West. Right wing three's on the way. Yes! Abby West from downtown Tripletown. The lead is back to 23. 85-62. 3:10 to go in the ball game. Here's Lovejoy, gives it off to Callahan on that right side. Gets a screen from Dobbs, steps in, stops at the elbow, and good. Camilla Callahan with her 15th of the contest. 85-64. Again, the Bears try to play some pressure defense in the backcourt. KCU beats it. Here's Flowers down the center of the lane, draws the contact. Which way are we going? They'll get that one on Dobbs. That's her 4th. And Jasmine Flowers will go back to the line and shoot 2. Here comes Lindsey Cassell back on. She'll replace Reagan Atkins. Jasmine Flowers with 8 points. Make it 9. KCU today, 26 of 27 from the free throw line. Taking care of business where it matters the most. And Flowers with 10. 87-64. What was down to 10 is now to 23. Dobbs out to Callahan, right of point. Steps into the keyhole, left side back to Dobbs. Dobbs has it blocked away by Atkins. She says, not in my house. Cassell with a rebound. KCU front court. Here's Cassell, left corner. 18 on the shot clock. Dribbles out of the pressure, feeds it off to Atkins. Atkins spins, goes dribble drive, off the window, good. You can't stop her. 89-64, Atkins with 22. Lovejoy between the rings. Cassell working on her. She'll pick it off to Callahan on the right side. Looking underneath to Dobbs, she's double teamed. Here's Shelton, a straightaway 3, front iron, no good. Atkins fights for another rebound underneath. That's our 15th of the game. Cassell, front court, stops right wing, gives it off to West. 1:44 to play in the ball game. 89-64, Knights on their way to another win. Atkins filling it. That one won't go home, though. Rebound out to Faith Lovejoy. She'll pitch it off to Shelton, get it back. Knights are going to empty the bench. And we got a little sketchy here in the third, but they came away with an answer as a 3 ball from Williams will not go home. Abby West with a rebound, and the Knights will burn the timeout to get some subs in as Coach Linda Kahn will empty the bench. 60-second timeout. We're back after this on the Cool Hit Sports Network.
Jennifer Epperly, loan officer at First National Bank in Canonsburg. I personally invite you and all local businesses to visit our beautiful new building in Canonsburg on U.S. Route 60 next to the Walmart entrance. We offer many services including personal, mortgage, and business loans. First National Bank is locally owned by the McGuire family of Ashland and has been in business since 1902. We aim to give you the personal attention and best customer service there is to offer. Come inside, talk with us, and let us make you a part of the First National Bank family. First National Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Kentucky Christian University is a private nonprofit university located in the beautiful foothills of eastern Kentucky. KCU offers both undergraduate and graduate programs, including the new Teacher Leader Master of Arts in Education degree. They also have an array of competitive sports. Kentucky Christian University is committed to focusing on Christ while helping students build character and prepare for their future careers. Visit kcu.edu to learn more or to schedule a visit on campus.
KCU with the basketball with 1:13 to play in the contest. And a full collection of subs out there as Rebecca Atalano gets tied up in the backcourt. And Coach Kahn will burn the timeout. Bell Sparks coming in, getting some action here late. Campbell Jackamsuck and Savannah Parker. Jackamsuck, the freshman out of Russell. Bellamy Sparks from Rose Hill, from nearby Ashland. Atalano out of Houston, a junior. Saw a little bit of action there in the first half. So 1:06 to go. 89-64. Knights with possession of the basketball. Hardwick will trigger in. Men will follow. It's going to be a little bit later than 4 this time. Here's Sparks, curls it down underneath, and was a little bit too late to throw that one in. Smith steals it away, off to Callahan. Callahan goes underneath. Nice look underneath and finds Destiny Lovejoy, puts it up and off the glass, and it tumbles through. And then a tie-up in the backcourt. Alternating arrow favors the Knights. 51 seconds to go in the ball game. Atalano gives it off to Hardwick. Back to Atalano. She'll fake. Centers it up. Lobs it ahead to Sparks. Sparks gives it off to Jackamsuck. Jackamsuck is fouled. And she'll go to the line and shoot 2. So Campbell Jackamsuck to the free throw line for 2 free throws. As Wilder whistled for the foul. And Jackamsuck's first free throw goes up, and the Knights have scored 90. 90-66, 40 ticks to go here in regulation. It's going to be back-to-back wins for the Knights as Jackamsuck hits both with confidence. Smith kicks it ahead. Wilder goes past Jackamsuck. Cut off on the baseline by Parker. Feeds it out now to Callahan. Floater in the lane's good. Camille Callahan with her 17th of the ball game. 91-68, nearly stolen away. Loose ball kicked out of bounds right in front of me, and it's a turnover on the Knights. Sparks couldn't haul it in. Only the 12th turnover of the basketball game by the Knights here this afternoon. Smith takes the inbound straight away in front of Sparks. Gives it off to Lovejoy. Parker working on her. She'll go off the left side, off the window, too stiff. Rebound out to Hardwick. Here's 10 seconds. Jackamsuck stops, falls down, lost the handle on the pill. She's slow to come to her feet. Here's Callahan off the turnover, and she puts it up and in, and Jackamsuck may have rolled her ankle. 91-70. Jackamsuck walks off on her own accord, but immediately goes to the athletic training staff. So Cassell will return 91-70, and KCU with 3.1 seconds to go will burn its final timeout. Back in 60 seconds on the Cool Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
And 2-10 in conference play. Post-game show when we return after this on the Cool Sports Network.
You know, financial security begins at home with home ownership. If you've been putting off looking for a home because you think you can't afford it, you owe it to yourself to check out Members Choice Credit Union. Members Choice Credit Union has programs for first-time home buyers and more to help put you in the home of your dreams. Call, click, or stop by Members Choice Credit Union today.
Members Choice Credit Union, NMLS 411945, Equal Housing Lender. Call for additional information. Other restrictions may apply.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
For those on the go, the smoothie connoisseur, the break room favorite, and for those that just never quite have it all, Clark's has what you need to keep your day on track. Make life easier and keep your busy schedule moving forward with everything you need at Clark's. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
When you want real, authentic Mexican menu items, you want Tres Hermanos Nunez. Accept no substitutes. None compares. Fajitas, tacos, burritos, quesadillas, chimichangas, even vegetarian choices. A kids menu, desserts and salads, a tasty, budget-pleasing selection for you and your family, unlike any others. Should be your first and only choice for authentic Mexican all throughout the tri-state. Ashland, Greenup, Grayson, Paintsville, Canova, South Point, Olive Hill, and Cannonsburg. Tres Hermanos Nunez, the best around.
Final score here this afternoon in the women's matchup. It's KCU 91, Truett-McConnell 70. Let's take a look at some numbers. We'll start first with the visitors on the scoreboard as Elise Dobbs leads the way, 18 points, 11 rebounds. Camille Callahan dropped in 17. The Bears 24 of 59 from the field. That's 40.7%. 6 of 17 from a long range, 35.3%. 16 of 30 from the charity stripe, though. That's 53.3%. 36 rebounds, 10 on the offensive glass. They turned the basketball over 17 times in the game. For the Knights, 27 of 58. That's 46.6% from the field. 34.8% from long range, including 3 for 4 in the final 10 minutes. That was 34.8%, 8 of 23. Here's the number that jumps off the charts. 29 of 30 from the free throw line, 96.7%. The only free throw that was missed was Lakin Atkins. Missed one early on. But she led the way today with 22 points, 14 rebounds. KCU out-rebounds TMU 38-36. The Knights turned it over 14 times. They assisted on 18 of their 27 made baskets. Other scores this afternoon that gets into double figures. Abby West, Jada Higgins, and Kylie Gillum each have 11. Jasmine Flowers finishes with 10. Your final score, 91-70. KCU defeats Truett-McConnell. We're going to step aside for a break. We've got about 27 and a half minutes before tip-off of the men's game. So that will put us back with you at around 4:15. We'll start the stream probably around about 4:05, so you can, if you want to watch on the men's side, you can jump over and go ahead and get logged in, and then we'll get you live action here from the Lusby Center coming up at about 4:15 here between KCU and TMU. But for now, we sign off. We'll talk to you in just a little bit here on the Cool Hits Sports Network.
You've been watching and listening to KCU basketball on the Cool Hits Sports Network and Cool TV. Tonight's game has been brought to you in part by Clark Pump and Shops of the Tri-State, A&A Porta Potties, River City's Builder, Stork Pharmacy, Members Choice Credit Union, Tres Hermanos Mexican Restaurant, First National Bank of Grayson, and Kentucky Christian University. This broadcast of KCU basketball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Cool Hits